don't mind our mattress that is hanging out here in our bathroom. We got a new one, and New York City has a lot of rules about when you can dispose of an old mattress with the trash, the pickup date. So it's just chilling here until that day comes. And welcome to the vlog. I realized that I never really make any intro in my vlogs anymore, but there's some new viewers here, new subscribers. So hi, my name's Katie. I'm a flutist and I live in New York City. If you watched my recital vlog, you know that my pianist, my bestie Santiago, was sick, and yeah, now I'm sick. Or I'm getting over it. I think I am basically feeling all better, but I just haven't had a chance to let my body rest. Yeah, but here we are. This is a busy little next 48 hours for us. Tonight I'm playing a concert in Carnegie, which I'm getting ready for now. Does anyone else feel like these months are flying by? It's just been like bam, 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 one thing after another. And we've been attending a lot of weddings, a lot of things have just been going on. I can't believe we're already like a week into November. It feels like it just started. But here we are. So the concert that I'm playing tonight is in Weill Hall at Carnegie, and I don't think I've actually ever performed in Weill Hall, just the big hall, the Stern Auditorium, like when you think of Carnegie Hall, that big one. So I'm excited to get to play in that space. And this is a gig or a concert that I got from a gig that I had a few weeks ago, that you saw in one of my vlogs too, where I was performing at this fundraiser, and I got to perform a work by a composer that was there at the fundraiser and play with him, which was really great. And then he asked me to play another concert. So I feel like people ask me often, like young musicians ask, like, how do you get gigs? And like, I'm still trying to, you know, expand my network of connections and all of that. And it's difficult because for these types of concerts, it's not like playing in an orchestra where you auditioned for the chair. For like orchestra organization type things, there are no auditions. I guess that can be good if you don't like taking auditions, but it's also difficult because you have to depend on people calling you to do things. And like, all things considered, I guess I'm like kind of relatively new to the gigging scene. Like, I'm younger, I'm not like a student, but you know, it takes a lot of time to build these connections up. But anyway, people ask like, how can I get gigs? Well, I think when it's this type of thing where there are no auditions, the rehearsal and your interaction with other people, how prepared you are, that is really the audition. If you're easy to work with versus being a diva, all those types of things really are something to take into consideration when someone's gonna decide whether or not to call you back for another gig. And sometimes you don't get called back, and sometimes nothing comes out of a certain gig, but that's okay. Like, it's life. And especially when you're in a city where there are so many musicians, but also because there are so many musicians and because there are so many people in New York City, there are, you know, a good amount of opportunities and a lot of listeners and audience members. So yeah, I would say if you're trying to get gigs, you know, you just show up as prepared as possible, be easygoing, easy to work with, and if it's meant to be, something else will come out of it. But this is an example of that something else, which is cool. And then tomorrow I have a concert with Sonora Collective, which you've seen in other vlogs if you've watched my videos, which is the chamber music collective that I co-direct with my friend Julia. And we are performing in an antique tile store. We've played there before, and if you've seen a vlog from about last year at this time, we played there. So it's becoming I don't know if you can say if something is annual if it's only been 2 years that it's happening, but we're kind of starting a tradition of playing a concert here and programming all Baroque and classical pieces. Because normally we try to do a lot of new music, a big variety of things, but because this space is so specific to this era, it's really cool to program music that reflects where in time these tiles were used. And you'll see what I mean, it's really cool. And tonight's concert is Nadia Boulanger themed or focused. And if you don't know, Nadia Boulanger was a famous composer and also a very famous teacher of many well-known composers. Lots of prominent composers that you've probably heard of studied with her. So she was very influential. But this is a concert that is going to be featuring some of her music and then some music of her students, and it also has some staging and like acting involved within the singer and some of the musicians. So we also have to like memorize a few staging placements, like after this piece or after this song we have to walk off, and there's a little bit of not really acting for me involved, but just like needing to know my place of where to go. So, but it should be really cool, and it's kind of like taking the audience on this journey. So it's not like a traditional concert or recital where there's pauses between pieces with clapping and all of that. So kind of everything is staying in character. This stuff, oh my goodness. You don't need to see this. Okay, much better. Let's figure out what we're gonna wear. Now look at the state of my environment, my surroundings. Oh my goodness, it's reflective of the chaos of my life right now. That's okay. And you can hear the Wagner in the background because Jeremias is practicing for his rehearsal tomorrow. So we're going with very like flowy, modest, comfortable concert black. Okay, so let's go. We gotta go. So the concert went well last night. It was really cool to play in Weill Hall. Like I mentioned before, that was my first time playing in Weill, and it feels really nice to play there. It's very intimate. It doesn't seat a ton of people, and you can look out into the audience and recognize people's faces. So that was nice. And now today I am just preparing for our concert tonight. The concert tonight is with the chamber music collective, Sonora Collective, that I co-direct with my friend Julia. And we put on our own concerts. We are in charge of everything. So it's a lot different from last night where I just had to show up on time and play, and then I was done. So there's a lot more involved when it's your own concert series. I just finished printing the programs and I was warming up a little bit. I'm going to do a bit more of that. Just make sure that I have everything ready that I need, make a list and check it a million times and make sure I don't leave with any of the necessities. So I'll show you all what I am playing tonight in the concert. So I'm playing the CPE Bach Solo Sonata, and this is a piece that I have learned before but never gotten the chance to actually perform, so I'm really excited to get to play this. I love CPE Bach. I listen to a lot of CPE Bach, a lot of his keyboard works. Oh, it's just so good. But yeah, I'm excited to play this piece. Let me know if any of you have ever played this before. It's a really well-known and popular flute piece. And I think it's good for a lot of different levels. I've had some students work on this piece, and yeah, it's great. And then we've got a sonata for flute and violin by Boismatier. And this is a piece that Jeremias and I have played a lot together over the years. There's 6 of these sonatas, but we always end up coming back to sonata number 1. It's just really lovely, and it's always a joy to play. And then we've got a Boccherini flute quintet. So this is for flute plus string quartet. Another really just fun, joyful piece. So it's a lot of great music on the program tonight. And then there's a few other pieces that are just strings. So, but yeah, really excited and can't wait for tonight.